Welcome to Talk of the Town. I'm your host, Jessa Jeremiah, and we have a fabulous show for you today. The CrossFit Games are coming to the area, and we're going to talk about that a little bit later. We're also going to introduce you to some wonderful businesses here in the area, as well as talk about a festival that I think you'll be excited to learn more about. I know I am. We're joined right now by Roy Elkins, who is the founder of Broadjam, and we're talking about Between the Waves Madison, and I'm so glad to see you today. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me. Appreciate it.
So what a unique experience. Now, this is a festival and a conference. Tell us a little bit about this and who may stand to gain from this.
There's two groups that would probably benefit from this. One, the conference is going to run 4 days at the Gordon Event Center in the Doubletree Hotel, and that's for musicians. And we're trying to help them make a living, learn how to make a living making music. But we're going to have a festival in the evening as well. And there's going to be 45 bands playing over 2 days on Friday, June 17th, Friday, June 16th, Saturday, June 17th at the Majestic Theater and the Brink Complex downtown. So we got a lot in store for everybody.
Yeah, it sounds like a wonderful opportunity with really a lot for people to experience,
Yeah.
and what a great and unique thing to come upon here in the Madison area with music being so important. Let's talk a little bit about how you came about this and some of your background. You have an interesting story.
Yeah, I've spent 30 plus years in the music industry with a synthesizer company in Philadelphia, and I was recruited to come out to Madison by Sonic Foundry, a software company in the late 90s. I started Broadjam in late 99. And it's been one of the longest running internet music sites there is. And our primary mission is to help musicians get their music exposed into film and TV and advertising. One of the things that we've learned along the way is there's a lot of great talent, especially in the Madison area. And if we can just help them understand some of the rules of the road and how to move along in the business, that's what the conference is about.
Wow, what a great and exciting experience for somebody in the music industry who's really looking to break into it more. What a challenging thing to do, because there's often not a lesson or a roadmap in how to do that. So I think that's really special.
No, there really isn't. It's not like other industries where, you know, if you want to become an accountant or something like that, you go to college, you study, you go to work. There's a clear path, or a baseball player, there's a clear path. In music, there really isn't a clear path. There's so many different avenues you can take. And one of the great sessions that we have, the opening session, is the president of Warner Pictures Music Group. Oh, wow. And he produced the music for Lord of the Rings and Austin Powers. And I think he was working on the Wonder Woman music a couple weeks ago. And he's going to do the opening session and show musicians how to get their music into film. And he's somewhat legendary in the industry, and we're very thankful to have him here. So that's kind of the vibe we're going to have at this conference.
That's incredible to get the experience of somebody who has walked the path and successfully so.
Yeah.
We just have a couple minutes left, so I want to make sure we talk more about the festival. So give us some of the highlights.
Well, we have 45 bands, like I said a second ago, playing on 5 stages at the Majestic and at the Brink Complex. Lots of great bands like Wheelhouse and the Beth Killey Band and the Lower Fifth, just these great legendary bands from the Madison area. On Saturday night, we have the Clyde Stubblefield All-Stars playing at the High Noon Saloon. So that's going to be, some of the great R&B and blues players in town with a tribute to Clyde. So it's going to be fabulous for fans.
Wow, that's quite the lineup.
Yeah,
what a lot to experience.
A lot of good musicians.
So, very exciting. Now, let's talk a little bit about if you don't want to go to one of these, one or the other, can you do one or the other, or is it a combo?
Yeah, well, if you want to go to the conference there's a price, a $69 price, $99 for VIP, and get you a few more things. That includes the festival. But if you're a fan and you just want to go to the festival, you can pay $35. But we also, if you want to come to the presentation by the guy from Warner, or All Day Sunday, we have a whole bunch of industry folks that are going to give inspirational talks on Sunday. So fans can attend that as well.
Oh, that's great. So you can do the whole thing, or you can sort of do a la carte.
Yeah, that's right. You certainly can. Yeah.
Well, thanks so much. Your information's listed on the screen here, so I encourage folks to check it out and be a part of it. A wonderful, wonderful opportunity.
Well, thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks for joining us. Again, this is Roy Elkins, who is the founder of Broadjam and Between the Waves Madison. Lots of fun chatting with you today.
Thank you.
We've got more Talk of the Town coming up after the break, so please stick around.